Hi, I'm Jenna Knox, and I'm your tour guide to the South. Today I'm in Athens, Georgia at Arwood Pottery, and I'm with the owner and artisan potter, Rebecca Wood. Rebecca, your stuff is so gorgeous and unique. Tell me how you got started and why you chose Athens.
Well, thank you so much, Jenna. I chose Athens. I came here to go to painting school, got a painting degree, and once I got here, I decided this is where I want to live. There's so many creative people here. I've been doing this for 18 years.
Wow.
And Athens is just got a lot of creative energy. It's got everything you need, and yet out in the country is very close by for going out in nature and being out in the woods. What I still do now.
Mm-hmm. So that's really where you pull all your patterns and your colors is from the nature, and you've got these beautiful dogwood and daffodil patterns on all your pottery that I just absolutely love, and those are all very native plants to the Southeast for sure.
Yeah, I love dogwoods. Dogwoods and hydrangeas are kind of a recurring theme. They have a lot of decorative appeal and simplicity and are really southern. So I like to use all the southern flowers and leaves, all that stuff that I see, rivers, trees. It all inspires me and informs my design sense and comes out on all these plates.
That is amazing. So how many people do you have helping you make pottery? Because each piece is like handmade, one of a kind.
Each piece is made to order. Each piece is made by hand. We have 8 people. 2 people are literally making the plates, and we have 4 or 5 painting the plates, filling the orders, an office person. It's a long process. It takes about a couple of weeks in a good situation. If things don't go so well in the kiln, it can drag on, but we always make sure it looks beautiful before we send it out. We have some clay that we get from North Carolina, red clay, because obviously that's what we have in Georgia, and that's what what I relate to when I think of clay. So we have red clay. We roll it out on these machines that you crank by hand that rolls out like a giant piece of flat clay. And each piece is made to order, so we have a list that we work off of, how many bowls, how many dinners, and all that. So the biskers, that's what we call them, they cut out all the pieces, they shape them into bowls or plates that we've gotten from the thrift store or wherever we can find good shapes. When they're dry enough to take off of those pieces, they're set on a shelf to dry a little bit and then trimmed around the edges, to make them look nice and round. From that point, they go into a big room to dry, and that can take anywhere from 1 to 3 days, depending on humidity and what the weather's like. Then they're lightly sanded, loaded into a big kiln for the first firing. It fires up to almost 2,000 degrees. Then they come out of there and go onto our shelves for the glazers who are ready to fill the orders. So they do all the pieces and all the colors. Those go in the kiln again. Oftentimes they have to go another time because it's not perfect, or they need to put more glaze. So it can take a while to get the pieces glazed and looking beautiful like they ought to. But once they're finally done and looking beautiful, then we put them in the order and send them out.
Well, this has been such an amazing process to see. It's just unbelievable how much care and time goes into each piece. So thank you so much for giving us such a fabulous tour.
Products of intelligence and diligence, that's what I like to say.
Well, great. Well, thanks again.
You're welcome.